Hi, this is Miriam from Keto My Way. First of all, thank you for all the well wishes for my grandson. He is home. He is back in daycare and he's nice and healthy. And we're just very glad to have that behind us. A few things. First of all, last night I went to my first really scheduled training meeting. I had met with the trainer and then had scheduled my first session the Wednesday night that I had gotten the call that my grandson was in the hospital and I had to rush down after work to take care of my granddaughter. And so 2 weeks later, I was finally able to schedule that first session. We're doing a lot of core work, which I don't care for, but probably because it's the hardest stuff to do. And balance and strength training for my legs. I'm a year out from my second knee replacement, but my leg still isn't too steady. So we're doing balancing exercises and lunges and all sorts of things to build strength. And we're also slowly working on weights. My ultimate goal is to be able to do weights by myself, and I just want to make sure I have correct form and I'm picking the right exercises and I know how to increase reps and the weights and all of that. So we're working towards that, but it was a lot of fun yesterday. I did find myself very hungry this morning though. What did I had something, I think I had a small piece of cheese and then I was on my way into work. I was so hungry. Oh, let me tell you this. So I stopped at McDonald's and I got a McGriddle cheese, egg, and bacon. And I was going to take off the bread, of course. And I said, I'll take my chances. I said, could I please have that with no bread? And they gave it to me packaged so nicely in a little, like a Happy Meal kid-sized chicken nugget box, and it was just wonderful. I don't trust the sausage there. I'm sure it's full of sugar because even really high quality sausage you get on your own usually has sugar in it. And the bacon may have been like maple bacon or something, but it was 2 small slices and a piece of American cheese, which normally I don't eat American cheese on keto, but that's what it came with, and eggs that may or may not have been real. I'm just making a point of this because I would never stop and do this because even though the food on the surface looks acceptable, bacon, cheese, and eggs, it's not at all like you would make in your own home or somewhere you trust, like if you were at your mother's house or something. But I was really, really hungry and I didn't want to risk any sort of binge behavior sprung out of early morning hunger. Like if I got to work and I ate my lunch right away and then all day I was looking for food, I just thought it was the preferable solution. So that's what I want to talk about today. So I got in and I spoke to my coach, and if you've been following this from the beginning, you know why I call it Keto My Way. Do I track? Don't I track? I mean, I just didn't know what to do. Do I eat dairy? Don't I eat dairy? Whatever the laundry list of things that has to do with keto, I was not confused. I knew what I was being told, but I was conflicted because I didn't know which way to go. So this morning I said, I'm going to track. And I weighed my lettuce. I think I had 114 grams of lettuce, and I weighed my celery, and all of this sort of stuff. And then I said, okay, for dinner, I'm going to have that fantastic bone broth soup that I made, the one that has the vegetables in it. And I said, how the heck am I going to track that? How? So I said, I'm not going to track. So as soon as I got to work, I got in touch with my coach. And she has always given me permission to not track. I mean, why do I need anybody's permission to do anything? But I needed my permission. And the thing is, we talked a little bit. And, all the diets I've ever done, you had to track. You had to write things down. If you were good, you were bad. The food was good, the food was bad. And it just, this whole diet thing. And I I was successful on some diets, not long term, but I was successful. But I was never successful just being normal and eating normal, because normal wasn't normal. Normal was too much food. And so I sort of got a mindset that you can't do this on your own. You're not determined enough, you're not smart enough, you're not clever enough, you're not committed enough, whatever. And so the not tracking was equated with you'll never make it. You'll never do it, you'll never make it. And really over these past several months with my coach, we've been working on mindset. Once in a while, I'll have a question about food or how to adjust something. I mean, there's that keto stuff going on. But a lot of what we're doing is just working with the monkeys in my head saying, don't just stop it. Get the heck out of her head. And so giving myself permission, the way my coach put it, she says, it sounds like you're finally at peace with doing this as a lifestyle. And truly, I felt that with the tracking, I wasn't listening to my body that well. I mean, I would be, okay, I'm hungry, I'm not hungry, I don't feel like this. But I wasn't really totally honoring my body. And I just felt that piece of the puzzle laid in not tracking. And if I didn't track and just listened to myself and trusted myself and slowed down and am I hungry? Am I done eating? Do I really want this? Where do I go with this? That was all this trust and making it a lifestyle instead of a diet. So I want to mark this day, October 12th. Nope, October 12th. I was going to say maybe it's the 11th. That really, I think I found my way. I'm also going to give myself permission to track when it's necessary. Or especially, maybe not track, but make a point of looking up foods that I'm not familiar with. But I am not going to track. I am not even going to write down carbs on a piece of paper. And for the longest time, I said, okay, I won't track, but I'll write down my carbs. Okay, I won't track, but I'll make sure I'm not having more than 50 grams of protein. Okay, I won't track, but. And I feel that today I'm getting rid of the buts. I've done this since December. I know what 20 carbs is. I know what 50 grams of protein are. I know when I've had enough fat or not enough fat. And it's time to make this my life. And I really don't know what else to say. It's sort of the switch. Everybody talks about when did that switch come on? And that switch came on. It started to come on when I looked at that vegetable soup and said, I cannot track. I want to live normal. I cannot track. The rest of the switch came up after talking with my coach. And by the way, ketoevangelist.com, if you need help, please look up coaching. It's not, I think you pay for it by month, so you don't even have to make a huge long-term commitment. But really, I don't know, if I didn't speak to my coach this morning, I'm not so sure that I would have stepped over that river that was just separating me from, I want to do it, river. I'm going to do it. To get safely to the bank on the other side. I was ready. I was ready to jump in and swim across. I mean, the coach didn't do that for me. I did that. But I'm just saying that little last step of saying, okay, I almost give myself permission, but I need more permission. I found that very helpful to be talking with her about that. So anyway, that's where I'm going to go from here. And I want to show you what not tracking did for me today. Just so you know, I had salad. This is what's left. Okay? I think if I had measured the avocado and measured the lettuce, all 114 grams of it, and the mushrooms, and I don't know what I would have done. I think that maybe I wouldn't have finished it because I was full, but then maybe I would have finished it later. But I don't feel a need. I'm going to just throw that out. I'm done. And so that's the freedom for me of not tracking, is that I can listen to my body, eat what I want to eat when I want it, when I want to, what I want to, as much as I want to. I don't think I'm going to go back. But this is, after all, Keto My Way, and it's my channel, and I can change my mind anytime I want. But I really think I flipped a switch and turned a corner, and I will let you know. But I wanted to let you know where I am today. So anyway, this is Miriam from Keto My Way. I have a Facebook page, Keto My Way. Please come and join. We have some nice people that are active. So thank you very much. And how about if I let you know tomorrow if I made it through 24 hours without tracking? That might be interesting. Bye-bye.